How you doing, guys? Welcome back. It's LSP. It's currently the 22nd of July 2022. I'm going to preface the video by saying I am recording on my Mac. Now the audio may be a little bit off, so I apologize about that. But other than that, let's just get straight into the analysis because it's been a while. Now we've obviously had some movement, on the markets, which is great, but I want to start the video by reminding everybody, of where we're at. All right. So if we look at the chart like this of Bitcoin on a weekly, we're just getting a rally basically off an area where we expected there to be a rally, right? This is why I started the study of the 1, 2, 3, 4, trying to figure out roughly where the confirmation is going to come in, which one we're going to hit first, and so on, which we'll get into in a moment. But it's very important to understand the higher time frame bias, the higher time frame momentum, the undercurrent of what's happening in the marketplace, and to try not to get kind of sucked into the narrative that things are okay and this is the bounce and everything else. Because think about it, we're currently down around about sort of 24,000. We have a very long way to go, before this even comes close to all-time high. Now, obviously, there is an argument to be made, as I've said many times. You could pick it up down here. It wouldn't be a bad spot to pick it up. Obviously, you have to believe in Bitcoin and what it stands for and all the good stuff. It's got to work for you, for your investment. But the reality is, there's a very, very long way to go before this even comes close to being, flipped from bearish to bullish. This kind of 48 level being absolutely key because it's a huge shift in flow. So all of this down move, this latest, trend to the downside with this pause, and now this very small rally, that needs to be neutralized completely by taking out 48. All right. So in the meantime, as far as I'm concerned, we're still going lower, period. That's it. It's very easy. Like I said, I said this in my Discord recently. I could have, taken a trade on, and I'm talking trading now, right? I could have taken a trade on Binance comfortably and made money on Binance. It wasn't hard. You just pick it up at those sort of lower levels, take a nice little ride up to 260 to 270. I said to people, it's going to 260, it's going to 270, but because there is a very high chance that at any moment price could just tank to the downside, the risk simply isn't worth taking that trade. It's just not worth it. Now, if you're going to be holding Binance for a very, very long time, then fair enough, but that's not what I was looking to do on Binance. So for me, the 148 level is still in play. So let's just go back to Bitcoin for a moment. You can see one was taken. We had a really nice grind up now, clearly and comfortably taken out number 4. So now there is the possibility of two things happening. We either grind to 26,000, which was the original level between 24 and 26,000, which we were expecting, or price goes to, the downside. If it goes anywhere near 1, then it's clearing 2. Yeah, that's as simple as I can make it, right? So be mindful, be cautious, be careful. Don't be suckered in, to some of the narratives that are out there. Trade and invest according to your plan, according to your risk model, according to what makes sense to you, right? So if we go over to Binance, and I'll just quickly show you the same sort of thing, but it's a little bit more pronounced. And this is not good. This is not good that Binance is running a little bit more than Bitcoin. It's not good that Ethereum is running a little bit more than Bitcoin, because this shows very clearly that Bitcoin still is the strongest and dominant underlying current of bearishness. Okay, this is what we want to focus on. We want to keep an eye on Bitcoin. Sorry, right? So there is a possibility that we see 280 to 285, and then start to kind of taper off a little bit. So for now, it's just a question of being patient and waiting. Obviously, we have the rate hike towards the end of the month. It's not too long now, next week. We'll see how that affects the market. There are some other things going on. There's some Bitcoin going to be dumped on the market very, very soon, or back in the hands of people who have the ability to dump as well. So again, be mindful of that. And in the meantime, it's just a question of being patient, waiting for these things to unfold. We can take this off the chart now because that has clearly been traded too. Let me see. I'm not going to bother making any references yet. I should be able to do, at least 2 or 3 updates throughout the week, possibly more. So I want to let this kind of settle and see what happens first before I consider doing anything in terms of actual, daily updates. I think it's best to just let the market tell us what it wants to do, and then we can kind of take it from there. All right. So all in all, patience, maintain caution. I'm personally sitting on my hands. And with all of that said, I hope everyone's having an absolutely fantastic day or evening wherever you are in the world. And I look forward to speaking to you very, very soon. All the best. Take care. Ciao for now.